Hey, what's up? Hello, Fairy Collective. Welcome into the reading. Thanks for being here, tending to your life's journey, your personal growth, your healing, your development, your own wisdom. This reading is intended to guide you in a way that allows you to remember the wisdom that is already speaking through you. And this reading in particular, this collective has been being presented with life responding to the version of you that you have been quietly growing into, okay? Beneath the surface, in hiding, in isolation, behind closed doors, away from the crowd, possibly even away from social media, family, friends. You've just been really reeling it back in intentionally. And with that, life is rewarding you and presenting you with this inevitable beginning, pretty much. Like, this is an invitation for you to actually receive this blessing, the new beginnings, these openings, these opportunities, and meet them with curiosity rather than trying to control it or move through fear in some way. And this is just a beautiful sequence that we have. Like, we start with the Three of Water. This is like all about celebration, right? Celebrate and let yourself receive and be in joy and abundance. You know, a celebration, a wedding, graduation, birth announcement, they need to have more fun. So this is all about like your friendship, your joys, you know, coming together, union, community, emotional fulfillment. It's a lot of water and a lot of play. It's summertime, baby. But this card is really, this card is really asking or pointing to like, can you let yourself enjoy? Can you let yourself enjoy what you've been working so hard and intentionally on? Can you let yourself enjoy what you've been building? Can you let yourself create playfully here rather than rigidly, right? That curiosity, meeting these new opportunities with curiosity, because that allows for more opening. Like, you've known how to survive and to get by, and you are learning and opening to receiving, actually, not just surviving and taking and consuming and whatever, right? Like, you are learning to actually be overflown and receive and give back truthfully. You know, you're meant to move here. You're meant to play. You're meant to create. This is water energy, babes. This is, you know, really just allowing your full self to feel and express, you know, dance, connect, laugh. And 3 is a beautiful number for creation, expression, expansion. Your emotions, that emotional field is becoming your creative force. And it's time to celebrate and really appreciate, enjoy, and honor it. Because you got the 3 again with the Empress. Back-to-back 3s. This Empress, like, the Empress does not chase, okay? Do you see? This Empress standing so boldly and beautifully and surely in yourself. This is saying nurture what's already growing, what you're already building. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. Okay, what? So, yes, further abundance, right? Which is coming through this deep relationship that you have with yourself, that you have with life, that you have with everything around you, that is aligning with you and resonating with this version of yourself that you've been becoming. This is coming without force. It's just simply alignment. You know, what have you been nurturing? What have you been nurturing? What have you been watering? What kind of inner gardens are you, or have you been tending to? Can you trust that your growth that you've been working so diligently on, it can stabilize and has stabilized, and that life is aligning? You know, this emotional expression and creation is really saying that your emotional world, your emotional openness, yes, your emotional openness here is becoming fertile ground because you have this garden, you have vibrant life around you, and all this water that has nurtured the land, your body, your vessel, even very earthy energy from water to earth. And you're learning that joy is the remedy. Joy is the remedy, joy is the medicine here. And you have Wheel of Fortune, right? Which is just nothing but a table turning, a pivotal moment. The number 10, you know, completions and an ending, but really a new beginning. And this energy is strong. Like, I've been getting this really strongly in this collective. A time, a positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward, fortune's on your side. But we do have this in the reverse. So we do have the cycle turning, but the table turning, but like the cycle is different because you are. Like, what, like where you're standing when the table turns is what determines this new beginning. Where you're standing, when the table turns is what will determine this new beginning. And so this could be old cycles coming back in a new form, you know, because you've changed, you know, you've broken through, or there could be things showing up that are returning as lessons. And this is where your hard earned selfhood and your hard earned discernment is going to be key in determining if you've which one you'll be stepping into, a repeated cycle or stepping into a heightened broken through cycle, because you have changed and grown and evolved. This is where your internal work is really going to meet your external reality. So this is like all about, timing, synchronicities, doors closing and opening, things like invitations, and maybe even unexpected ones. So a person may be coming in unexpectedly from the past, or from another cycle, or beginning of a new cycle. Jobs, different opportunities may be presenting themselves. This is giving you, like, this cycle, it's a spiral, right? But you're really going to be starting it from a higher perspective, a higher vantage point. And it's because of that, like, because of this page of air, this logical, honest, impulsive, curious, challenging information, delays, change to plans, truth delivered without tact. What I'm really getting from this, though, this page of air, is, like, the page, you're open, you're curious here, you're a messenger even, and air is all about the mental space, right? The thoughts, perspectives, what we're learning, our truth, how we communicate. And so, like, when this wheel turns, we are being reminded that we must remain open, we must remain curious, we must remain able to be taught and surprised, even. That your curiosity here will be far more valuable than surety, than certainty, than knowing. Your willingness to sit in the unknown and uncertainties and be curious is going to be key. You're going to challenge narratives, even. Like, you're going to challenge the status quo. You're going to begin asking more questions and being curious and using your discernment. And releasing old belief patterns, perspectives, ways of communicating as the tables turn. So, all in all, right? Like, we are seeing, like, this heart softening, this opening, this emotional opening, this exposure, expanding energy. You're opening to receive connection and abundance, rather than just, like, living life, surviving life, enduring it. And because of that openness, you start really manifesting and planting. You've planted seeds over time, and that has taken root. It will take root. And that is allowing you to create from this fullness, from this wholeness, from your worth, your genuine, innate worth, rather than having to prove your worth. And because you have shifted who you are from the inside, life itself is responding, right? The wheel responds. And so timing, opportunities, relationships, circumstances, they start to rearrange, reorganize around who you're becoming, the person you're becoming, the life that you're calling in. And so this final invitation really is saying to stay teachable, to be able to take different forms and shapes over time. You know, don't walk into this new beginning, don't walk into your future repeating or trying to recreate your past. Like, be a student of life here, because what has been done in the past didn't work, right? And so be a student of life and learn more, expand more, graduate to the next grade and the next grade and the next grade, evolve, and life will continue unfolding in front of you in a way that aligns with your path. And this just really feels, yeah, it's just really about a pivotal moment in life. Very major arcana, right? Like, we have two major arcanas, and very archetypal as well. The Empress, the Wheel, the Page. Like, this is about a shift in identity. This is about a shift in life direction. That's huge. And you are figuring it out, and you're so supported. And you have done so much work to get yourself here, to really seeing your full potential and just unlocking. You're just like at the tip of touching your full potential, actually. You just cracked open the can. You've only just cracked open the can, the jar of your full potential, babe. This next chapter is not asking you to be or become anyone else. It's asking that you trust who you've already been becoming. Trust who you've been working so hard and so diligently on and towards. Celebrate what's here. Celebrate the work you've been doing. Nourish what is forming. Nourish what's alive. Nourish what you have rooted, planted. Let life move through you, and move through you without gripping or forcing or resisting. You know, let Jesus take the wheel. Don't grip this wheel so hard. You don't have to force this, babe. Your energy that you've been putting in intentionally is enough. And you're reminded to stay curious enough to see and recognize these opportunities that arrive in front of you, that arrive in life, especially when you're least expecting it. Mostly when you're least expecting it. When you just trust the process and let go. This is truly you having genuinely cultivated this opportunity to reach a point where your life is reaching closer and closer to your destiny, because it's reflecting you more and more truthfully each and every day. And because it's reflecting you more truthfully each and every day, because you're staying true to your path, it's becoming more whole, more aligned. And you better celebrate that shit. You better celebrate. You better really have some appreciation, genuine gratitude. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but you know, spirit is. They're saying celebrate, babe. Celebrate. Honor yourself. Honor your growth. Celebrate your ancestors, your guides. Thank them. Appreciate them. because this is only just the beginning of a new beginning again. And it gets better and sweeter every time. I'm going to do a couple other cards just to see if there's any other. I know this is already past 20 minutes, but I just feel, oh wow, yes. Okay, I'm glad I did. Perception, right? We said change your perception with the wheel. At yin and that yang, and your little leafies, right? Your plants the seeds that you planted. You're being asked to change your perception, let go of old perceptions. And that emotional field, right, that we said, to create, your cup runneth over. 3 cups, wow, I just noticed that. The 3 of water, and you got 3 cups here. With creativity. That's so beautiful. It couldn't be more confirmation, honestly. Because, you know, you have the cup that runneth over and nurture the seeds that you planted that are forming these new leaves, these new branches, these new opportunities. And also new day, right? New day. Because you got the wheel turning. You got new cycles opening. That is beautiful. And further confirmation. I do want to do, let's do some feelings cards, because this is really about feelings a lot, actually. So, Spirit, what do we have to say for this collective for feelings? We got a lot of feeling energy and water energy, so. Come on. Wait a second. Like, another 3 with the plant this time, not just cups. And guess what it is? Creativity. How? It's huge. Oh, look how beautiful that alignment is. That shit gets me excited. Oh my god, right? Let go. Oh my god, bro. Okay. This is like, okay. Let go and reflect as the table turns and you're being reminded of staying open and staying curious. You're also being reminded that surrender, let go of the fear, even. And this creativity is really like blowing my mind again. Because you have been curating and creating, genuinely working diligently on yourself, intentionally. I'm gonna do a couple star seeds. These 2 actually popped out. And they were on the bottom. I think that they're meant to be. Lifting the veil. Question everything. Anything unaligned must go. Seriously? Anything unaligned must go. It's got to go. Oh, we got 3 actually. Okay. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary ideas, or visionary inspired ideas. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes. visionary, inspired ideas, because you are creating, you have optimism, and you are reaching this new beginning in these new places within yourself. You're allowing yourself to fully become. Let me just leave it. And inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Wow. You will survive. You are already crossing over and through and breaking through. And you've already nurtured this inner earth, right? This inner work is allowing your external reality to align. And so, new solutions, new ways of dealing with things, new beginnings. Beginnings. Like, beginnings. The wheel. As it turns. New day. Inner earth. The wheel. It's just aligning so beautifully for you. Truthfully. I'm going to actually draw a couple more from Self-Written. Though I don't think you need any more confirmation, because it's pretty clear what is being. Let me get from here. But you did get stewardship, sorry that popped out. Oh wow, okay, hold on. Oh, wow, okay. That's... Lastly, okay, you got stewardship. You're stewarding. You are guiding, you are leading yourself into this new beginning. Mediate. You are learning to see from new perspectives, to find the middle ground, right? Perception and mediate. Mediating something between yourself, your old self, and your new self. This old way of being and trickster, okay? There may be a trickster energy testing your discernment, not your intelligence. So again, this discernment coming in, being curious, being open, being able to discern. And then you got a very clear message here, which is, with this new beginning, your circle is changing, home is changing, and a move. Okay, sorry. I'm like, Jesus. Home is changing, your circle is changing, and a move. I don't think any more needs to be said. You have a new beginning. You have to use your discernment through the cycles changing, the tables turning, through stepping in your power and stewarding that power, letting go of fear, seeing from new perspectives, and allowing new opportunities to come in, not repeating old cycles and not choosing from the same place that is going to cause a cycle to repeat, right? Because the cycles have the opportunity to opening up and becoming something new. Again, it just depends on where you stand within that, where you stand when the table turns. You've already planted the seeds. You just have to steward that growth, the garden, forward, continued, through discernment and trust. Release and let go a little bit. Allow, receive, remain curious and honest and open but also using discernment and boundaries to protect yourself, because this is a dualistic world. Dualism, okay? There is dark and light, there is good and bad. So knowing when to protect yourself, because there are tricksters out there, okay? Use your discernment wisely. This is strengthening your discernment. This is strengthening who you are within, which is going to continue to strengthen that life of yours, babe. Okay, I'm going to end it here. I do appreciate you sticking around and staying for this reading, and I hope to see you in the next one. Feel free to reach out, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next reading. Okay, toodles.